So good afternoon everybody, my name is Elena Minca. I currently work at the Ritz-Carlton South Beach in wonderful Florida. So I'm the assistant rooms executive. I oversee the rooms division and I'm in charge of guest services, guest relations, concierge, club lounge, so all the fun departments in the hotel. I started my career about 10 years ago with the Ritz-Carlton. It's a long time. And I've been loving it every day since. I started in Barcelona after finishing my master's degree. I worked for the hotel arts, where I started as a trainee, as an intern. I started in guest relations, but after that I've done front office, rooms controller, overnight shift. After that I switched a bit to the food and beverage part, where I did a full supervisor for an entire summer. That was very fun. And after that I was a club manager for about 2 years. And after that, they offered me to take over the front of the house, where I manage concierge, guest relations, and call center. I think one of the most favorite position I had was in the club lounge, where I could just provide a more personalized service to my guests. And after about 6 years about working Ritz-Carlton in hotel arts in Barcelona, they offered me the position to transfer. So I went ahead and transferred to Miami. So currently in Miami, I manage the rooms division. I oversee the most amazing departments in the hotel, so housekeeping, front office, guest relations, guest services, concierge, and I've been doing that for the past 3 years as well. Absolutely. So when I moved to Miami 3 years ago, I started at the Ritz-Carlton South Beach. It was actually a reopening. The hotel was renovated after hurricane damage. So we started basically from the scratch. So I had the opportunity to put together wonderful teams. I think when one opens a hotel, it creates a very, very important bond between the ladies and gentlemen and in between the departments. So I had the unique opportunity to choose all my ladies and gentlemen and just put together a team from scratch. And the fact that we went through the opening together, so we worked basically 14 days non-stop. We were working from 7 in the morning until 11 at night. It created that special relationship between the ladies and gentlemen, the managers, no? So after this time where we started doing everything, we put together rooms, we created an LSOP, we worked together with training for the ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the 14 days, we felt like the most powerful team. We felt like superheroes. We felt like there was nothing that could come our way that we couldn't face, because we were just such a strong team after that. So if I were to think about the most memorable experience that I had, it was just, the reopening of a hotel. And I think any lady or gentleman who starts their career in hospitality, one of their goals for development has to be an opening or reopening of a hotel, because it just makes you stronger. And if you're lucky enough, like I was, to keep working in the same hotel, it creates a team that stays with you forever. One of the examples, I had a gentleman who just started a new career opportunity. So he's been together with me for the past 3 years. And then when he left, it felt like a family member left, because even though he was pursuing a greater, challenge in his career, in a new position, a higher position, but we were just bonded, together by the opening. So I encourage every lady and gentleman to start, their journey in the reopening, or at least try to do an opening during their time. I think it's very important it starts with the onboarding. In the Ritz-Carlton, we have a very strong orientation with HR. So we do 3 full days, and after that, it's the departments and the manager's responsibility to make sure the onboarding continues. I do believe for the 6 months of everybody's onboarding, it's very important that we take very good care of our ladies and gentlemen. The most important thing is not from the technical part, the aspect of the job. It's very important that they feel comfortable to work with their coworkers. Everybody's different. We all come from different countries, especially in my hotel. I think we're the most diverse hotel. So it's very important that everybody knows each other, that you do also a lot of outings. We are well known in the hotel, the front office. We've done the most incredible outings. We've done a boat trip. We took them, we call them the $1 million cruise. So basically all the ladies and gentlemen, they were able to get on a cruise from the front office, and then we just went around Miami. and then they had the opportunity to experience what actually, billionaires or millionaires experience in Miami, because they have the very nice houses around the water edge, so they could do that as well. It's a great bonding, experience for them. We also took them to a Cuban restaurant. We also took them to a steakhouse, which is typical, of Miami in the United States. So, J1s, the ladies and gentlemen who join us in this international program, they also get to experience the culture, and this is the way that we keep them happy and satisfied as well. What we do very well in the Ritz-Carlton, especially Ritz-Carlton South Beach, we have a very strong recognition program. So, for example, let's say one of our ladies and gentlemen did something wonderful that is not in their duty to do, like for example, it's not in the checklist. So what we do, we go ahead and recognize them, and we recognize them publicly. So we do the morning meeting and we give them a first class, which is a recognition card where everybody writes their name on and say, hey, you've done a great job, we're so proud of you, So, everybody gets a round of applause and they're recognized for the work they do. Again, it starts with the onboarding and then constant recognition and making sure that the team stays together, because if they stay together, they're bonded and then they get the work done together and they're very happy. And we always try to create communities, because we spend a lot of time on work because we enjoy what we do. So it's very important that they're very happy together. So our Ritz-Carlton South Beach, as I mentioned before, we're located in an iconic location, Michelin-star Road. We're in the heart of South Beach. So when you think about Miami, we're the definition of Miami. The Ritz-Carlton South Beach, as any other Ritz-Carlton, takes a lot of the local culture. So our local culture is the Cuban culture. So we're very proud of that. So we have a lot of defining moments throughout the guest experience. So for example, when you walk into the hotel, you're going to feel like it's an Art Deco hotel. And then you go towards the bar and then you're going to see a typical Cuban bar that looks like absolutely amazing. You have that feeling that you're actually, in a trip to Cuba. Then we have a special moments for the guests. We have a cafecito cart. So we put together a special Cuban coffee cart where guests can have the true experience of Cuban coffee, which is very, very, very famous in Miami as well. So they can do that. And then what makes us different? Well, because we're so much embedded in the local culture, and we try to give the guest the experience of being in Miami. And also what makes us different is that we have a lot of nationalities. So when you go to the Ritz-Carlton South Beach, you're going to see that you have people from all the different countries. This makes it unique. You come over there and you feel welcome no matter where you come, as a guest or as an employee. So ladies and gentlemen, we're very, very excited to have you with us. So we invite you to apply through Placement International. If I knew about Placement International 10 years ago, most probably I would be a manager by the time I would be 25, but also my journey was exciting. But I invite you to apply through Placement International because you're going to have a great opportunity to learn and grow. Ritz-Carlton South Beach is a fantastic property. You're going to feel at home. You're going to meet friends for life. But not only that, you're going to make sure that your career is boosted after this program.